Welcome to the Clearance Bin Video Game Review by Organized Remains. We're reviewing the Saboteur for the PS3. It's also available for the Xbox 360. I received a tip for this game from PSP fan 2468. He had told us that the Saboteur could be found for $19.99 at Walmart. Luckily, now Amazon also has it brand new for $19.99, or used around $15. $15 to $20 is kind of a steep drop for a game that just came out in December. Before I started playing this, I thought it was some monster or alien game, but I was way off. I have noticed that the Eiffel Tower is right on the cover. The game isn't a monster game. You play as an Irishman named Sean during World War II in France. Sean looks like the guy from the Boondock Saints and sounds like the pro wrestler Sheamus.
Hello, Padre. I wouldn't expect to find a man of the cloth in a place like this.
Sean doesn't like Nazis, I won't spoil the reason why, and decides to start a revolution with a man named Luke. The story is very good, from rescuing friends to watching plans unfold for takeover. Voice acting is great for the roles as well. As for the gameplay, it's like Grand Theft Auto. Can't we come up with a word for this type of game? I feel like a lot of games I play, I say, it's similar to Grand Theft Auto. What's different about this game, though, is stealth. Stealth becomes a big part of the game, as you can steal the clothes right off the back of a Nazi and blend in. This becomes very helpful in a lot of missions. Also, this game features some climbing, because mostly every building is climbable. Though the controls can glitch up sometimes, the controls and gameplay are pretty solid, which is great. Because usually when a game tries to have a bunch of traits to it, it doesn't really focus on the game, but how many traits they can shove into one guy. The settings to this game is beautiful. The city, the buildings, the cars, all of it. You may notice that some parts are in black and white and some are in color. That's because when no one respects what you're doing, the section of the city is in black and white. If people like you in the section of a city, the city will appear in color. There is also a perk system in the game. It's almost like leveling up in an RPG. You can gain skills and become a better character. While the perk system is great, I do wish they could have added more perks to get, like a climbing one, where you can climb greater distances. There are parts to this game where I feel like my character should be able to jump that far, but he can't. For the most part, this is a pretty solid game, but that doesn't mean I don't have my complaints. I would love to see a Saboteur 2. Which might not happen since the people that made this pandemic won't be making games anymore. If it does get a sequel, I hope it fixes the map, and you'll only have to press one button to open it up. To access the map, I have to press Start, press X to view a small map, and then press X again to view the full-size map. This would be fine, but there is loading involved. Also, another thing I would like is the idea of teleport. Yes, I know it doesn't exist in World War II times, that I know of, but I really don't want to drive across the whole map just to access a mission. I would rather just click a button and be there in a matter of seconds, hoping no long loading. Final say, I love the game, and I'm hoping for a second one. The stories, characters, and settings made it very nice to hear and see. The gameplay isn't the best, but hey, I thought it worked. For the second one, if they fix the controls from glitching at points, had an easy map access, and added climbing perks, then they'll have a most excellent game. Is the Saboteur worth $19.99? I would have to say yes. The main story will take you around 9 hours, but there are side missions to complete, and Nazi property to destroy, meaning many more hours of gameplay. This is OrganizedRemains.com.
The best is a felony, love it or leave it. You better gain weight, you better hit bulls out of kids don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.